I want to tell you about my battle with prostate cancer. Nenye easy. And before I go on, let me warn all men, please. Prostate cancer is something that black men have. Is your enlarged prostate. That is so common with black men. So please, if you are listening to me, you're a black man and you're over 40, please go and check your prostate. Go and ask for a PSA test. They told me that the PSA means prostate specific antigen. I think that's the numbers that measure how large your prostate gland is. Well, please go and check it. But I want to tell you about my battle with prostate cancer. I went and did my test, and Madame Fubi was convincing me, Casey, you need to do your test. You need to do your test. I felt fine. I felt very, very good. I was doing my exercises. I was healthy. So I just thought, I know I don't have any problem. Anyway, long story short, I went to do my test, and my PSA was quite high. Very, very, very high, And here's the thing. If the PSA is high, it could mean two things. It could mean that you have an enlarged prostate, and it could mean that it is enlarged, but it is harmless. A bastard, you have an enlarged prostate, but it is harmless. Or it could be enlarged and it could be cancerous. So once your PSA reaches a certain level and they think it's high, then the only way they can find out this level is high, is benign or is cancerous, is that they tell you, say, Charlie, you have to come back and do a biopsy. The biopsy is the one that will actually test to find out whether you have just an enlarged prostate, which can be cured and can be healed, or whether your prostate is cancerous. And when the prostate is cancerous, it can be very, very dangerous, man. There's something that they call in medicine metastasized, which means the prostate cancer, even though it's in your prostate gland, can metastasize and hit your liver, your kidney, and other parts of your body, your bones and everything, So when they ask you to come for a biopsy, they just want to find out how far, if it's cancerous, how far it has gone. So I had to go and do my prostate cancer biopsy. So I'm going to leave it here for now. And the next time I come, I'll tell you what happened when I went for the biopsy test, and I'll advise you to do the same. Check the biopsy, and with the test, the doctors can advise themselves how best to go forward. Until next time, we'll talk about the biopsy test. So we left off at the biopsy stage, when they do the PSA test. And unfortunately for me, my PSA was very, very high. And I told you that when it is high, it means that your prostate is enlarged. Now the thing is this. Is it enlarged and is this benign? Let's just say it's just enlarged, when you are reading, or is it enlarged and it is cancerous? Okay, so that's why I do the biopsy. So the last time I was telling you that I went for my biopsy, and they did the biopsy, and what came out was that not only was the prostate enlarged, but as a matter of fact, it was cancerous. And at this point, let me say something, Charlie. Check your family history. If your family has a history of prostate cancer, it is a clear sign that you do have prostate cancer. My eldest brother, may he rest in peace, he died at 62, and it was prostate cancer. Anyway, so when they checked my biopsy and it was enlarged, and again they found out that I've actually lost a brother through the same thing, all the red flags were flying. They were very, very extra careful. Okay, so you get the results of the prostate cancer. They realize that you have cancer, and that's not it. They want to find out whether the cancer has grown into other parts of the body. I think the medical word is that it has metastasized. Because the cancer is in the prostate gland. Has it metastasized to other parts of the body? It could be the liver, it could be the kidney, it could be the bones. So you have to do more tests for them to find out how far it has metastasized, if it has. So the next time we'll talk about the other tests that I had to do to be sure of how far it has metastasized. So the last time I was talking about having done the biopsy and it's official that it was cancerous. So the next step is, has it metastasized into other parts of the body? And to find out that, they had to do more tests. I remember there was a test that I did called the PET scan. What the PET scan does is they put you into this MRI machine and it's checking your liver, it's checking your kidney, and it's checking your back to see whether the cancer has spread to any of those parts. So that was my PET scan. And that was not just it. After I did the PET scan, then they did what they call the bone scan, because the cancer can also creep into your bones. You know, once you get into your bones, it's more wahala. So they did the PET scan, and then they did the bone scan. Okay, so now you have to come back and wait for the results, and that is the scariest part. When you know, at least you know that you have cancer. You know, now you are worried and so praying that you're hoping that it hasn't spread into other parts of the body. And I think I waited for about a week to find out what the results were. And I'm catching with tell you, that's the longest week you ever spend in this life, you know. Hey, so do I have cancer? Do I have this? And the funny thing is this, and I always tell people that there's a difference between being fit and being healthy. I was a fit person. Me work out, I do my running, I do everything, so I was fit. But evidently I wasn't that healthy. So this whole period of waiting, you're wondering, hey, Charlie, yeah, I may seem fit too, but how healthy I am. So I had to wait until the test came. The next time I'll tell you the results of the test, when it came, and what they had to do next.